What is going on, everyone? We're back in Trey Cash's Road to the Show in MLB 17. Today we continue our season here in Double-A. We are 23-24 on the year, but hopefully we can string together some wins today as we try to climb up the standings. Now, before we get into the games, let's spend some points. We got 262 points. I'm going to put it all into contact and power, as I'm going to try and get the contact and power up to about 50, and then I'm going to start working on things like fielding, speed, and arm strength. We will get one more little point there into fielding, but we will remain a 66 overall as we get into this games. Midland Rockhounds, the first series, they are 19-28 on the year, so hopefully we can take advantage of their struggles. As Trey, 388, 5 home runs, 32 RBIs. We have been absolutely raking in Double-A here as of late. Bottom of the first tier, it's 2 outs, nobody on, and Trey on the 2-2 count, going to watch that ball. It's the inside sinker, so a full count now. Could Trey possibly earn a walk in his first at-bat of the episode? That would be a very, very rare feat, and he is not going to, as we'll swing. We'll send that out to center field, and that is going to be a catchable ball for the center fielder to make, and we go down in our first at-bat. Now move ahead to your bottom of the third, man on second. Trey looking for an RBI, and this one, an inside fastball catches us off guard, and that's going to be a strikeout. So a quick 0 for 2 to start this as we come back up here. Bottom of the fifth, it's a 2-0 lead for us. 2-2 count and 2 outs, nobody on. And Trey going to strike out again, and that time we get tricked by the off-speed pitch. So 0 for 3, 2-2 game now. Bottom of the eighth, nobody on, no one out. And Trey, and this one just a bad swing here as the high fastball we're going to go at, and it's just barely going to stay in play, and we are going to be out again, and that is where the game ends. 0 for 4, and we lose as well, 4-2. So not a good start to the episode here for Trey and the Naturals. The average now 379 as we come up looking for that first hit in the series. It's already a 1-0 deficit for us. Bottom of the second, nobody on, nobody out, and Trey gonna hit this one, but not good at all right at the shortstop, and we are now 0 for 5 in the series. Now top of the fourth as we're in at second base, as we are now a permanent second baseman. Trey gonna make the easy play, and we're at least picking up some training points there in the field as we now come up again in the bottom of the fourth. It is 1 out, no one on, and Trey gonna send this pitch outside the zone. Shortstop trying to make the play, but Trey just enough speed to beat out that throw, and we finally pick up a hit. Now bottom of the sixth, man on first and second, still down 1. Trey looking to tie this game up. This pitch down the middle of the plate. This one's going to be sent out to left field, but a little bit too much air under that one, and the left fielder will be under it, and he makes the catch. So a big opportunity miss there for Trey as we are out once again now top of the seventh. Still just a 1-run game here. Man on first. Trey looking to turn to the flip to the shortstop. It's a delayed one, but we don't get the out at first. The runner is safe at first as that transition just takes a little bit too long now. 8th inning, 3-0 game. Trey got to get on his horse here to get to this one. Still going to be able to make the play, and our errorless streak continues here as we've moved from short to second base. Trey now 1 for 3 as we come up. Bottom of the 8th, the 3-1 game. A home run will tie it up, and Trey going to, well, it works out here. That pitch was very, very inside. We somehow get the barrel of the bat on it, and we get that one out to right field. We go 2 for 4, but we are going to lose again 3-2. So in a series I was hoping we could maybe sweep, we are now down in the series 2-0 with the risk of being swept. And here Trey in his first at bat going to get plunked in the knee. Fortunately, we do not get hurt there. So at bottom of the fourth, no one has scored, no one is on, and Trey going to send this one in again. It's right at the shortstop. More solidly hit than last game, but still an out. Now down 4 runs here in the bottom of the sixth. Trey finally going to hit a rocket out to left field. That's up against the wall. The runner going to round third. He should hold there. Actually, yes, he will. And then it's going to be a stand-up double. So we'll see if we can turn this into some runs here. Trey 1 for 2 as he's coming up once again, as it is now the 8th inning. And no, we did not score. It's 5-0 now. Full count, Trey. And this one going to be sent out to right field. That will move the runner over, but we will stop there. So a single, and we'll see if that is going to be enough to maybe start a comeback here, and no, it's not. They get 5 in the 9th, and we lose 10-3.
The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well.
And not sure if this is tied to performance, because Trey, obviously one of the hottest hitting players in Double-A, definitely could use an agent, and we'll see what this is all about.
From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of MLB superstars will eventually emerge.
And I'm thinking maybe the agent, at least one of the things that they will serve is maybe that person that you can request a trade. I'm sure there are other things that they will do, but for this situation, I'm just going to say it makes sense and see what else they have to say.
Determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business.
And not even really a question here. We definitely need to get an agent. Don't want the high school coach having to, well, he does advise us, but he's not going to be able to handle, the negotiations of trade requests. So definitely need to get an agent here.
And getting in on the ground floor is smart business.
So there we go. Looks like we'll be getting an agent at some point. I'm assuming here, whether it's in this episode or the next one, we'll get an answer back as far as what's going to come next. Now, into this next series, Frisco Rough Riders, and let's see if we can do a little bit better. We got swept in that last series. We really cannot afford to get swept again, although honestly, at this point, with how Trey's playing, I don't think we're going to be in Double A super long time, so it might not matter. As you see here, finally, we're going to start a series out with a walk as already a 4-0 game, but I don't think we're going to be in Double A too long, so I guess the success of the team, not necessarily at the top of our list. We need to obviously worry about our own success as far as what we're doing on the diamond, but still, we want the team to win games. 5-1 here. Trey going to send this one out to right field, as that will move the runner over, and he will not test that right fielder's arm as Trey on with a single. Now moving ahead here, 1 for 2 after that single in the 5th. The average back up to 388 as Trey top of the 7th. It's still a 5-1 game. No one on and 1 out. Trey going to find this one down the middle of the plate, and we are going to absolutely rip this one out over the right field wall. Just going to stay fair, and finally, been a little while since we've hit a home run, but there we go, the 6th home run of the season, 372 feet. Still not necessarily getting the super long distances there, but the power getting up there a little bit, up over 50 now, as we're able to hit some home runs. Now 2 for 3 as we come up again at 6-1, man on second and third, 2 outs in the top of the 8th, and Trey looking for more RBIs, and he is going to find some. That one's going to find its way through the infield. That will score to another single, and a 3rd RBI in this game. Trey starting this series off very nicely. We win 8-3. Trey goes 3 for 4, that home run and the 3 RBIs as we near 400 here as we come up in the next game. 394, those 6 home runs as it's a scoreless game. Man on first, top of the 1st, 1 out. Trey going to find a hanging breaking ball. That might actually been, is that a knuckleball? But this one going to be hit a little bit too high in the air as the center fielder able to make the catch, and we are down in our first at bat. Now top of the 3rd, it's a 1-0 game. That is a knuckleball. This time Trey going to sit on that one a little bit longer. That's going to send it back up the middle, and we are going to pick up our first single of the game. Now up again here in a 2-1 game, top of the 5th, 1 man on, no one out. Trey going to send this one into foul territory, and that looks to be in play. It is going to be, so a bit of a wasted at bat there, an RBI opportunity missed. Now 1 for 3 as we're trickling away from that 400 average. It'd be nice to get up over 400. 3-1 here, top of the 7th. Trey, no one on, 1 out, and that one a low pitch, and that is going to catch us the changeup as we go down swinging. Now 5-5 game, top of the 8th. The Rough Riders have come back, but Trey wasting no time, breaking the tie as that one is going to be up against the wall. It will score 2, and Trey on his horse looking for the triple, and he will slide in safely, and there we go, the clutch at bat right there from Trey Cash. We go 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, the triple, and we hold on for the win 9-8. So this series going much better. 5 for 9, a home run, a triple, 5 RBIs for Trey so far. 1-0 already. We're up here top of the 1st as we look for the sweep, and Trey gonna get absolutely jammed here inside, and that is going to be an easy play for the 3rd baseman to make. Now 4-0 here, so the teammates coming up big for us now. Top of the 3rd, and Trey, another poorly hit ball. The pitcher makes a throw, so 2 very quick outs for Trey as we're going to come up again here, top of the 5th, still 4-0, man on first. Trey going to go with the single. Well, no, that's going to be fielder's choice. Runner out at second. We are safe at first, so still no hit in this game. 4-0 still, top of the 7th, man on second, and Trey swinging at, I don't know what I was swinging at right there as we strike out again. Now Frisco coming back a little bit, 4-3. Trey in the field, and we take a wrong read on this one, but the bare hand is going to not make it in time. I thought we still had it, but that's my fault for misreading that one. It is not an error, but still we allow the hit right there. Now 4-4, it's the top of the 10th inning here as Trey going to get a hold of this one, but it's right at the center fielder, and actually that runner we allowed on base, maybe a big play, as I think that allowed Frisco to tie the game here. Trey going to ground into the fielder's choice once again, as that's going to move the runner over. Is that going to be enough for a run? Looks like it's not. We're 0 for 6 in this game. We come up once again in the 14th, so we didn't score there. Now runner at second, 1 out. Trey with his 7th at bat, and we are still looking for a hit that will move the runner over. Now is that going to be enough to end the game? No, it's not. We're back up again, 0 for 7. What a bad day to have an 0 for. Runners at first and third, 1 out. All we need is a sacrifice fly. The runner takes off. We swing. We strike out. You got to be kidding me, Trey. We strike out. All we had to do was just get the bat on the ball. Top of the 18th. Now we're going to strike out again, as this game may be one of the worst games we've had, and we end up losing 5-4. We go 0 for 9, and Ken Whipple went 6 for 7 in that game. We lose, and that is a disappointing end of the series and a disappointing end to the episode, as Trey Ouch. All progress we made in that series goes out the door as we go 0 for 9. How did we not get a hit there? But now we move on. We're 25 and 28, and we're going to be playing another series against the Rockhounds, and then we're going to be playing Springfield again in the second set of games in the next episode. So you got that to look forward to. That's going to be it for this one, though. If you enjoyed it, please go and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.